in contracting and in construction in general, we really devalue ourselves and don't charge enough for what we perform. And to see, the level of value that we're bringing and what we should be being compensated for that, I think is huge to implement. We want to be able to last and be around for a long time. And, we need to make sure that we have a healthy business to do that.
All right, Dustin, straight out of Utah into the heartland of Omaha. Your first Contractor Coalition, correct?
It is my first Contractor Coalition, and hopefully not my last. It's been awesome.
Yeah. What drew you here? How long has it been on your radar, and what made you decide that now is the time to come and level up?
Oh man, it's been on my radar every time. I've been watching the thing. I've wanted to come do it. I'm very involved in sports and coaching and things back home, and so I've just had a challenge of getting out here. This is the first opportunity. I didn't have anything conflicting in the way, and I'm now seeing the value that I got to put other stuff to the side when I come back again. So
yeah, we're all balancing. Our time is always the most valuable resource for all of us. And what are you seeing here that you're like, I can't wait to come home and apply it to my business?
Oh man, this is an experience like no other else. It's small. It's not a large group. I've had so many questions I've been able to ask and answer, whereas you go to other speaking events, you don't get all your questions answered. And so I think that's a really neat engagement with you guys who've been willing to sit with us even outside and learn from you. So there's so many things I think that I can take back and implement. The other thing that I think it does really well too is sometimes we're doing stuff back home and we just need the validation that what we're doing is the right direction. So there's so many things that I'm going to tweak that I've learned today, but there's also so many things that I'm seeing that we're doing right and we're heading in the right direction as well.
Kind of that confidence to be like, we're pretty good.
Yeah.
There's a lot we can do better,
right?
But we actually know what we're doing to some degree.
A little bit, yeah. Sometimes you think you're way off base, and then you realize, oh no, we're on track.
Yeah. Well, anything specific? You're like, this alone is the thing that coming here was worth every penny.
Oh yeah. One thing is the value of what we bring to the table. I think in contracting and in construction in general, we really devalue ourselves and don't charge enough for what we perform. And to see, the level of value that we're bringing and what we should be being compensated for that, I think is huge to implement. So we want to be able to last and be around for a long time. And, we need to make sure that we have a healthy business to do that. So I think that's, a great indicator, seeing where we need to be charging for our value that we're bringing. And of course, social media, always we can do better there. And I think just even camaraderie, being able to bounce ideas off of the relationships that I've built here in the future when we come across issues. So,
we hear a lot of the past attendees, this is the 7th edition of the Contractor Coalition Summit. They talk a lot about not only what's learned in the classroom, but the relationships that are built outside and the conversations with other builders around the country. Are there any sort of standout moments over the last 4 days that, that was a really meaningful conversation that, was extremely helpful to either you as a person or you as a business owner?
Both. I've had multiple conversations. Just last night at dinner, I'm with another attendee here. We had a spiritual discussion. I think it's important. Sometimes we focus on the business so much, but there's, health things we need to talk about, spiritual. We need to be growing ourselves in all manners. So, we're growing ourselves spiritually. And then, discussions with Brad, pulled aside and talking about his business and growth and seeing where he came from. There's some conversations there that were super valuable too. So absolutely. All around incredible conversation.
I had some conversations on day 2 where it really was, we're all dads, or not all of us, but a number of us, and talking about balancing the business and the personal lives. And I find personally that I always find it really encouraging to once or twice a year, twice a year for the Contractor Coalition specifically, you're interacting with other business owners that have the same stressors, the same goals, and the same issues and the same benefits. We're showing pictures of our kids and talking about our lives, and it's really that it's not just camaraderie, but it's understanding that we face similar challenges regardless of our market. And sometimes you need that little boost of either confidence or encouragement to go back and be like, you know what, we got this.
Yeah, absolutely. An example of that conversation yesterday, Brad's building his custom home and he's going to use it for marketing. I'm like, Brad, I just did the same thing. We finished a nice custom home, and I told my wife, I'm going to use this for marketing. We're going to have people in and out of here all the time. And then I'm like, Brad, what you're going to realize is you have kids like I do, and it's very hard to keep that home clean to show. So, there's absolutely, like you say, dads, and the correlation to what we do is huge. And sharing that, and I think it helps us to understand it's really neat what we do, but we're doing it for a reason, for our families, and it's cool to see other people doing that same thing.
Yeah. If you were to describe the Contractor Coalition to another builder or someone considering coming, how would you describe it, and why should they come?
That's a great question. I haven't really thought about it, but I mean, it's worth its weight in gold. You'll get your money back for sure. The value that it brings, and I think it brings more value than just the 3 days you're here, like you're saying, the relationships you've built that are going to continue to carry on, and you'll be able to draw on that as it goes. So I don't think there's any single thing you can do in construction to build the value of your company more than come here, as you know too, as you've done yourself. So
yeah. Well, I appreciate it. It was a pleasure to meet you, and we'll see you at the next one.
Awesome. Thanks. Appreciate it.
See you, buddy. If you're interested in attending the Contractor Coalition in the future, please head to contractorcoalitionsummit.com or follow us on Instagram to find out more.